I don't know if it's Trump. And I mean, nowadays people have, on a daily basis, they just assume that the things he says are not true. And even his supporters will say, well, that's just him. He just makes stuff up, and it's kind of endearing in a way. I mean, here he is with his hand in the cookie jar and crumbs all over his mouth saying, what? I didn't take those cookies. It's just kind of sad, but...
it's also becoming more accepted, isn't it?
That's the issue.
Yeah.
That's the issue, that if it's acceptable to just make things up and stick to them, that's a problem. I'm not sure if it's social media has contributed to this, where what really matters is the headline, not the depth. But we're seeing this in medicine now, and a huge scandal we had just recently was headlines everywhere said you don't have to reduce meat for good health. There are new guidelines out. I'm not sure how much this traversed the Atlantic, but in the United States it was all over every newspaper. What it was the Annals of Internal Medicine published a series of meta-analyses where you crunch the numbers from previous studies into your new meta-analysis. And although they found that reducing meat intake does reduce your risk of cancer and reduce your risk of heart attacks and reduce your risk of stroke and diabetes, they also did studies showing that meat eaters really value meat. And their conclusion was it's not worth it. The reduction in your cancer risk and heart disease risk and stroke and diabetes isn't worth it if it means you got to change your diet. So therefore, go ahead and eat meat. And that was such a man bites dog kind of headline that the newspapers really ran with it. If you read the studies, you realize nothing has changed. Meat is dangerous. Getting away from it's a good idea. But the quick soundbite, the contrarian viewpoint is unfortunately taking over.